Hey guys, what's up? What's up? It's me, your Middleman CEO, Sean John. Listen, do me a huge favor if you don't mind. For everyone who's new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. Also, if you don't mind, press the notification bell down at the bottom so that every time I drop a new video, you'll be the first to know. Also, smash the thumbs up. That way YouTube's algorithm can take this content, take these videos, and share them with people just like you and me who need this content, right? And so today we're going to talk about a real life struggle. So I'm going to tell you something about my life experience that you might not already know. And so I want to bless you with this channel. I want to change the way you think about money. I want to change the way you think about finances, because whether you like it or not, you need money to live in this world. I don't care if you're homeless. You'll see a homeless person out on the corner asking for what? For money, right? And they use the money to buy food or buy drinks or whatever they need to do. But even people with no bills need money. So you guys need money to live and to survive in this world. Excuse me, guys. You're going to need money to live and survive in this world. And if you are in a position where you don't have a lot of it, it's not abundant, then it's going to be a tough living, right? Tough life. And I know it because I've done it. It ain't fun. And so I want to share with you new ideas, new ways, or things that I do from my experience. I'll give you wisdom based on what I've learned so that you can do the things that you want to do with your life. Excuse me, guys. So again, how do you want to live your life? You want to live the life you want to live or the life you have to live? Much better, I recommend to live the life you want to live. So let's get into it, right? By the way, share this channel with someone else, at least one other person, and watch at least one other video today if you don't mind. So I'm going to try to keep these videos short. I have so much information I like to give out. Sometimes I kind of go over what I want to do, but I'm going to do my best. So here we go, guys. Listen, not long ago, me and my family, we were making 100 grand a year, 6 figures a year, and it was still struggle life. We were still paycheck to paycheck. It's the God honest truth. And we were watching our savings just dwindle down until it was almost nothing. So now making 100 grand a year, 6 figures a year, for a lot of you, you would go, that's a win, that's a plus, that's where I want to get to, that's the goal, that's the peak. But for someone who's making six figures a year, making 100 grand a year, today they'll probably tell you a different story, and that is you want to do more than that. You want to make more than that in order to live your best life. Listen, there are a lot of people out there who are millionaires who are paycheck to paycheck. There are a lot of people out there who make $250,000 a year or more, like doctors and lawyers and dentists. And these professionals are paycheck to paycheck, right? I know because I know some friends who are in these industries, and they're paycheck to paycheck. It could be mismanagement. Most of it is mismanagement, right? Overspending, buying things you don't need, buying things that have no long-term value, just being consumer-minded, doing a lot of things. And I get it, you want to enjoy life. Everyone does. So do I. But we were paycheck to paycheck, making 100 grand a year. And after the bills would come out, because 100 grand a year is not really 100 grand. That's not a real number. The first person that gets paid from your paycheck is the government. They're the first ones to go into your paycheck. So you do all the work. You haven't even gotten paid. You're sitting there waiting on your money, waiting on your paycheck that you did all the hard work for, and then you find out you're the last person to get paid. And I'll prove it to you. So as soon as you get paid, the government invades your paycheck through the Current Tax Payment Act of, I think, 1943, because they don't trust you to pay your taxes. So they pay them for you. So they go into your paycheck, and that's how you get what's called a gross and a net. The gross is toast, I like to say, meaning it's not real. You can't spend it. The net is what you get. Gross is toast, net is what you get. Are y'all tracking? Hope y'all tracking. If you're not tracking, you're lacking. So the gross is what you get. I'm sorry, the net is what you get, the gross is toast. And so say you make 100 grand a year, right? And you start feeling great about it. All of a sudden, after taxes, you're at 75,000. All of a sudden, you're negative 25,000. You did all that work. That 25,000 could have been used to do so much for you, but you don't even get it. So that 25,000 gone. Now you're down to 75,000 for the year. That's actual money you can utilize, right? Everywhere you go, it's taxed. right? And if you're consumer minded, you know, making about, because at this point you're probably bringing home about, I'd say about 6,000, right? So about 6,000 a month. Now, if you want to live in a really nice house nowadays, you're probably going to spend about 3,000 a month on a mortgage, anywhere from 2,500 to 3,500 on a good mortgage, or on a good home that you love, right? And not a home that you like, a home that you love. So let's say $3,000 goes into that mortgage for your dream house. You got a couple of vehicles. Let's just say it's $1,500 for the vehicles. Now you're at $4,500. Food and gas. Now you're at $5,000. Kids got to go to daycare. That's about $2,500 a month if you got two like we do. And so $2,500 to $3,000 a month for that. And now you're over budget. So what do you do now? You go and get money from somewhere else. You go and borrow money. Now you got bad debt, because that debt doesn't make you money. It just takes money from you long term, because you got to pay it back, and it's going to cost you for every dollar. And so we were living paycheck to paycheck. We weren't consumed by debt, but we were very close to getting into some bad debt, but we were paycheck to paycheck. There was no room to breathe. Every time we got paid, money came in, money went out. There wasn't a lot of mismanagement, but a lot of folks do. For us, it was just a bunch of bills and things that we wanted to live the life we wanted. And so whenever money would come in, you know, bills and everything would chase it out. So the government would tax your check first, they got paid. Then the bills would come due, all your utilities, the rent man, the mortgage, the lights, the phone, all those things, they would get paid. And you still haven't gotten paid. All that stuff's got to come out of your check, right? You paid the government, you paid all your utilities, right? All that stuff. If you got student loans, that's got to come out. If you got credit card debt, that's got to come out. Credit card companies paid. The colleges are paid. Fannie Mae is paid, right? Anybody that you borrowed money from is paid. Anybody's services that you use have to be paid. And then at the end of the day, you get to keep whatever's left. And a lot of times it's not a whole lot, not enough to be substantial or to change your life. And so what you do then, you try to park that into a savings account, because you're scared to death, right? Because you don't have any room to breathe. There's no security. You're saving. You're lucky if you're saving $1,000 a month. And you're sitting there going, everything's going up. The houses are going up. The cost of living is going up. Food prices are going up. Everything's going up. If you want to get a good dog, I see dogs around the neighborhood all the time. Dog might be $5,000. Everything's going up. It's nuts. And you're sitting there trying to figure out, how do I make a living with this little amount of money? Because we were very stressed out. I was stressed out. My wife was stressed out. It's no fun if your relationship is financially stressed. It's not fun. Nobody's having a good time. Everybody's thinking about how to get bills paid. You pay your bills on the first of the month, you're already 30 days into the future stressed out, because you know next month the first is coming again. How am I going to change something? And you go through life on this cycle, stresses everybody out. You don't enjoy life. You're from day to day. You're making ends meet. It's a struggle. You're on the struggle bus, but you're not just on the struggle bus. You are driving the struggle bus in the fast lane. And it's costing you everything to do it. And eventually it's going to cost you your life, because stress will kill you. It'll lead, stress will kill you. It'll lead to some things that'll make you unhealthy and eventually take you out of here. And I hated financial stress. I hated what it was doing to my family. I hated the way it felt. I hated when we laid in the bed at night. It was something I thought about. I hated that it was waiting on me. Like, I don't know. It was like financial stress just sitting on my bedroom dresser. Just, oh, you sleep? Okay, I'll wait. Wake up in the morning. I'm still here, man. Just letting you know, the bills are coming due next month, right? And you're thinking about all this. So I always tell you guys, don't go use a paycheck to buy a house. I'm talking about stressing from month to month. You're talking about stressing for the next 30 years, because that debt's got to be paid for 30 years. It's insane. It'll drive you nuts. It's not worth it. We were making six figures, $100,000 a year, and still struggling, right? Still struggle life. Still feeling like we were broke. There are a lot of people out there who work their butts off, but every payday, you still feel like you're broke. I know the feeling. And I got some bad news for you. Unless you do something different, it ain't gonna change. Bad grammar, good teaching. It ain't changing. Things just don't change. You don't get through life by osmosis. Doesn't happen. Things don't change. You've got to progressively take some steps to change the thing. You've got to do some things to change some things. A lot of you've been going through this cycle for 10, 15, 20 years, and you still can't figure out how to get ahead financially. Here's a clue. Don't do what you've been doing. That's only going to secure poverty. You can secure financial freedom, or you can secure poverty. If where you are and what you've been doing isn't working, then change what you do. Change it, boo. You got to make some changes. I know this is hitting some of you. I'm preaching better than you're a Manning. Right? And so you've got to change. So we were so, and this was 2020, so it wasn't long ago. We were so frustrated, so beaten down, so negatively impacted by the lack of finances. Sure, we had some nice things, but it created a struggle for us, right? That's why I'm always like, hey, I don't have to look cute anymore. I don't have to impress anybody anymore. I just got to put myself and my family in the best position possible, and that's all we're focused on. And so it wasn't until I created a way to make money without having to always go to work. And that was the freedom. And it still took 3 years after that before my wife can stop working. Still took 3. It wasn't until this year that she was able to stop working. And so, but what I'm telling you is, yes, you have to make a change. No, it's not going to happen overnight, but you're on the right road. You're on the right path to getting something done. And even if it takes you a year or two, so what? That's going to be worth it to change your life. Right? What else are you working on in the next year or two that's going to change your life? And so I created my middleman business called Jumpin' Jack Movers. And I didn't have trucks. I didn't have crew. I didn't have tools. I didn't have anything. I wasn't moving people. I just simply became the middleman, and I just started dispatching jobs to other crews while taking a commission for myself. And that helped us to become financially free. And in the first year, 2020, I did $77K. Which is not bad for working at home, right? And then I got better and better. We're on pace this year to do $350,000. Now, that ain't me bragging. Just a few years ago, I was homeless, and I'm telling you, just in 2020, we were paycheck to paycheck at 6 figures. So you've got to get into the mindset of, I have to figure out a way to separate my lifestyle from this paycheck. It's okay to have a paycheck, but it's not okay for it to control your whole life, meaning that your paycheck takes care of your whole life. So if anything happens to that paycheck, it's going to disrupt your whole life. Right? I've been there. I've been evicted. I've been homeless 3 times, and it ain't fun. You don't want to try it. Trust me. Take my word. I never want to do it again. So I'm never on here talking about, hey, just enough is enough. No, it isn't. Don't say stuff like that. That stuff will keep you poor. You start claiming more. You start asking for more. You start looking for more. You start expecting more. Change your expectations. Stop expecting the struggle life. That ain't for you. You weren't put here to struggle. You were put here to shine. You were put here to live above your means. Not so much to that you can't, that everybody's got to be rich. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying wherever you are right now, you got so much more potential. You don't even know it. You got untapped potential where, hey, I'm making $50,000 a year. I know, but you should be making $250,000 a year. You got the tools and equipment to do it. Right? And so I started my own middleman business. Been doing that, only that. I haven't done a job application in so long. I don't look for work. This is all that I do. And we're on pace to do $350 this year, which got my wife from, we don't need your paycheck anymore. But that's freedom. Because $350 a year is not $1 million. I wish it was. It doesn't necessarily make you rich, right? But it gives you freedom. I always say, use the time, use the money to buy back your time. I can do whatever I want with my day. My wife can do whatever she wants. My family can do whatever they want to do with the day, because we don't have to sell time for money. That's the biggest trap. Once you get out of the mindset of, I have to sell all my time to get money, it's going to change your life. So guys, I got to go. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. I hope this video blesses you. But I'm telling you, you got to be in a position where you make more money. So if you want to do what I do, start your own middleman business using only your smartphone, without having to go to work every day, without having to hustle and grind every day, without having to make ends meet, paycheck to paycheck, living in lack, order the chicken every time, can't pick up the bill. It feels good to pick up the tab at the table. Yeah, hey guys, is it one check or two check? You know, that embarrassing, stressful conversation that I don't know why the service do this. Is that one check or four checks you guys want to separate? And all of a sudden, it feels good to say, hey, I'll take that. Or to whisper before that question even gets asked and say, hey, make sure the check gets to me. And then you can pull out cash, spend $250, take care of everybody, and leave an awesome tip. That's what you can do when you become financially free. Look, you only get one life. Why not live it the way you want to live? Doing the things you love doing. Enjoying life and not pretending you don't like certain things. I love to travel. I love to eat good food. I love to shop. I'm not going to lie. I need money to do that. So I better make more money, right? And I love having control of my time. I don't want to sell it. So if you want to learn, look, write the word middleman in the comments below. I got a live free training that's coming up. You'll get the invite. I'm limited on the seating because I don't want to have too many people like I did last time, but only the serious people. So if you're not serious, if you're not going to show up, please don't put the request in. But if you want to learn how to start your own middleman business the way that I did and learn how to make money from home, if you're sitting there going, hey, Sean, I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I'm tired of making ends meet. I'm tired of having to tell my kids no because we can't afford it. I'm tired of not being able to do the things I want to do. I'm tired of not being able to go to the nice restaurants and I got to eat at McDonald's, right? I'm tired of waiting on the government and the president to send me a stimulus check to stimulate my own economy. I'm tired of selling my time for money. I know this job ain't loyal. I know that they can fire me any day and I could lose it all. And I'm tired of risking everything by relying on this paycheck. I want to be financially free so I can enjoy my life with my family. I don't want to pass down poverty to my kids. Whoo, I'm preaching. If that's you, and I know it is, then write the word middleman in the comments below. And I promise you, I'm going to change your life in this free live training. If you got about an hour, spend it with me. Let me show you what I do step by step so you can use the same blueprint I use to turn your life around financially. All right? But again, if you're not serious and you don't want to change anything, you're welcome to continue in the struggle. I just don't recommend it. All right? You guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Stay blessed by the best. I'll see you in the next video. And for those of you who are serious about changing your life, I'll see you in the free live training. Please don't miss it. It's going to be life-changing. I promise. Have a great day, guys. Peace.